Good evening. My name is Lauren Pike, and tonight I will be sharing my update on the DPA helper. So just a little bit of a recap on why I chose to create the DPA helper. In Henry County, 4-H families have a lack of resources to help them create speeches and portfolios for 4-H's district project achievement competition. This problem is supported by the fact that zero interactive online resources exist to support DPA or district project achievement participants. Only 3 print resources exist to support those participants. And in 2023, 73 people contacted the Henry County 4-H office requesting more materials for DPA preparation. So the solution to this, simply put, is the DPA helper. The DPA helper is an interactive online resource that contains tools and materials to support creating 4-H portfolios and writing speeches. When originally starting this project, I hope to have 3 main features on the DPA helper. The first being a homepage. This would be a page with resources to the requirements and aspects of the project for each grade level or group. The second feature being the speech assistant. This was a page that would allow users to enter basic information about their speech and have a properly formatted 4-H introduction and conclusion generated. And the third feature being the portfolio builder. This would be a page that would allow users to enter and view portfolio activities and information for the year. In my first presentation for Alpha 50%, I had to share a lot about research. Between Alpha 25% and Alpha 50%, I did a lot of research. But in Alpha 50%, I really was able to start taking some of that research and start developing things. This is where I started working on the speech assistant. Here you can see a screenshot of the speech assistant and how it was finally developed. This changed a little bit from my prototype in that I was actually able to change my project about midway through Alpha 25% to be a WordPress-based website rather than something I was building from scratch. So once I hit this Alpha 50%, you can see that things are starting to look a little different just because of the reformatting since creating the prototype. Moving into Alpha 75%, I started to face a few challenges. So I started to meet with Chris a lot and talk with him about some different widgets and features and things like that that could possibly help create the speech assistant and the portfolio builder for my website. However, right in the middle of doing that, I faced a pretty unfortunate event, which was my domain was actually hacked. So here you can see a picture of what I was facing. It was quite an interesting experience working with Reclaim Hosting and WordPress and even a couple of the different widget companies to figure out exactly what happened and how I could get my website back. In doing this, I quickly discovered that defense is a major thing. Being able to have security on your websites and things like that was something I had always kind of taken for granted in a lot of my classes and projects in undergrad, and even so far in the emerging media degree. Defense or security wasn't really something I had considered. So after a lot of research, I chose to install the WordFence protection system. This has been great so far, knock on wood. And it has been great at showing any attempts at possibly entering my site or anything like that. Here you can see just some of the research that I've started to conduct for the Alpha 100% checkpoint. Here at the top, this is a screenshot of some emails I sent back and forth with WP Forms, which is the widget I use to create my speech assistant. I was hoping, and even after talking with Chris, he was hoping that we would be able to stick with just WP Forms. I had already had to pay to upgrade for a paid subscription on WP Forms to get the features I needed for the speech assistant. So I was really hoping to stick with them. However, after about 17 different emails back and forth with them and trying to wait on their turnaround time to answer emails and things like that, it just wasn't looking possible. Because of that, I had to continue to do some research and finally decide to use the Ultimate Member widget to create my portfolio builder page. Here you can see a new portfolio item page. This is going to work very similar and look very similar to the forms that was created with WP forms. However, the big deal with the Ultimate Member is that users will be able to log in and create an account that is special to them. That way, when they're looking at their portfolio information, they can only see their information. Additionally, with this checkpoint, one thing I really wanted to look at was on the website, I had a lot of different links and images and things to examples, but I didn't actually have any examples on there. Given that we have over 100 different categories in Georgia 4-H, it's pretty difficult to compile all of those different examples and portfolios and speeches and things like that. So I really spent quite a lot of time pulling those examples together to look at. So now we're going to take a look here at our live site and what it is kind of looking like right now. So here you can see this is the home page of the DPA helper. Everything is fully functional. We've got the links to the different requirements on the main Georgia 4-H page for all of the different age groups. And again, all of these different links and things are working, which is great and super convenient for anyone who is looking to learn about DPA. Our speech assistant tab is certainly still working. If I enter just some filler information, I'll just say I go to school. County name, Henry County. Let's say I am talking about golden retrievers. I'm going to talk about feeding them, brushing them, and breeding them. So if I hit submit, here we can see that the speech assistant is fully functional. I get an introduction. Hello, my name is Lauren Pike, and I'm a 4th grade 4-H'er from insert school name in Henry County. Today, I will be sharing with you information about golden retrievers. I will be providing information on feeding, brushing, and breeding. Again, it shows the students where their body information should be entered, and then they have an example conclusion. Additionally, we've got the outline that we provide students in the class so that if they lose it, they have an additional copy on here. We also have a copy of the Friends book attached to this part of the website, which gives them some additional information on creating their projects and things like that. And then here under example projects, it actually goes to a YouTube list, which is continuously being added to that has a variety of different projects on it. The next page I want to take a look at is our login page. Here, it is just a simple login. So we could, if I had an account up right now, I could enter my email, I could enter my password, and I could log in to check out anything I might have entered on the portfolio builder. Now, because I'm logged in on my account right now, I'll just leave it be like this. And here on the portfolio page, you can see both the new portfolio item page and the example portfolio pages are working. Still in progress on the viewing the portfolio page. I'm working with Ultimate Member to determine exactly what the best way is going to do that's going to be, whether it be through a Google Doc or perhaps some different other options I'm exploring. But if I go to the new portfolio item, I can enter an item. So my name is Lauren Pike. Let's say I want to enter a community service activity. I made cards for the elderly. I'd spent 2 hours doing that. I reached 34 elderly people, and I did this through the New Media Institute. Submit. So there you can see it has submitted. With Ultimate Member, their default page after you submit something is something with your name on it. I'm still working with them to be able to tailor this. That's something I hope to explore in the beta. I'm just excited to have the feature to be able to submit all the different items up and running right now. And then if we navigate back to our, my computer's lagging just a little bit. If I navigate back to the portfolio builder, the other page that I really spent a lot of time on in this checkpoint is this example portfolio page. So again, here you can see the tons of different categories we have. And each one has a couple different portfolios in it in a PDF format so that students are able to check them out. Now right now my computer is lagging just a little bit, so it's having a little bit of an issue trying to open these up. But you can see again, we have a vast number of different categories, and each one having some different examples in them. And again, we could go through and choose any of these. Now, the thing about putting examples in here is because I'm working with youth and these are youth created projects, I have to be careful about which ones I can use as examples for the public. So some of these had to go in and be altered. Some of these I had to get permission to use. So this has been quite a time intensive process. Other than that, this project has been going super well so far. I have truly been enjoying it. And I am really, really excited to see where I'm able to go with the beta. My goal is that I feel like in the alpha, I got a pretty strong foundation of all the different aspects. And moving forward into the beta, I would really like to be able to just clean up some of these things, especially in the portfolio builder, and get that last feature functional. Thank you so much.